going on, baggers? In celebration of the Stanley Cup Finals kicking off yesterday, wanted to get a video out there, and been rolling an idea around in my head, something that I shared with my kids when I was coaching on the hockey team that I had. And I think it's one that works well with when you think about the grind of the NHL, and even too in attending some recent ACL Opens, the grind that I saw there. So the idea that I want to share with y'all today is to win big by thinking small. And essentially the meaning behind that is, when you think about the NHL, think about the grind these players have gone through to get to the Stanley Cup. By the time they get to the Stanley Cup, they've gone through 82 regular season games. You go through a number of different playoff games. They've probably got about 100 or so NHL games under their belt, not including all the practice time, gym time, everything else that they have to go through. And you think about maintaining focus on winning the Stanley Cup, right? Preseason happens, they're getting into their camp, and man, every team, every player wants a shot at the Stanley Cup. But what's really in their control? Right? Is it, hey, I want to win the Stanley Cup, I want to win all these games, and we're going to the Stanley Cup? No, they got to boil it back to things that are truly in control of the players. And one of the things that I would share with my hockey team, not at the level or caliber by any means of NHL coaches, but got to think it's along the same vein. The idea of controlling what you can control. And one of the things that I would share with my kids is, man, win your shift. And win your shift by winning those small battles, right? Win the races to the puck, win the blue line battles, right? Get that puck out of your zone, get it into their zone. Win the passes, win your positioning. Effectively, every time you step out on the ice, win your shift. And think about it at the NHL level. If those players win those shifts that they're on the ice, over time they're going to put their team in a great scoring position. They're going to have more scoring opportunities, more scoring chances. They have more of those scoring chances. Over time, it's going to give them the best opportunity to win those games. They continue to win games, and you are where Tampa Bay and where the Colorado Avalanche are today in the Stanley Cup Finals, a chance to raise that cup over their head. Now, think about the ACL Opens. Man, the grind is not 82 games, but think about the daily grind of just competing in the tournaments. Starting doubles, 9 o'clock in the morning, going through rounders, then into bracket play, and by the end of the day, the last two teams standing, man, they were finishing up at 11:30 at night. They've been playing for 14-ish hours throwing bags. So how do they maintain the focus as they go through that grind? And one of the things that I was thinking about, again, to kind of overlay this idea of win big by thinking small, is initially when I was thinking about this for baggers, for all of us, it's, man, put the bag in the hole, right? A la BJ Torres, the great advice that I had gotten from him when I started with Mile High. And I think that's okay, but I do think that takes some of the strategy and the gameplay that's going to be different for everybody out of the equation. What I do think, though, is if you focus on winning the round, each round that you play, focus on winning the round. That adds your strategy back in. Are you one that likes to put the bag in the hole, just basically outscore your opponent? Great. Matt Guy, Paul Alexander, all those guys that just like to put that bag in the hole, fantastic. Over time, if you can win the rounds in doing that, you're going to be successful, as they both are. Or you like to dirty it up, right? Get those blocker bags out there, basically keep your opponent out of the hole. Either way works, right? Or you hybrid of those two. The bottom line is focus on winning that round. If you win enough rounds, obviously you're going to win the game. We win enough games, you're going to find yourself in the championship and have the ability to stand on top of that podium. So what I was thinking about, again, win big by thinking small. I also think what that can do is keep you focused and in the moment, right? It doesn't matter if you're up 20-0 or you're down 0-20. If you focus simply on winning the next round, you can stay in games, but also allow you to finish games a lot stronger, because you're not thinking about, well, what happens if I win this game and then win the next? Nope. Stay focused on the next round, the task at hand. So roll that around a little bit, play with it, win big by thinking small, and see if that can help kind of add a little bit of success to your game. And if you are an NHL fan, enjoy the rest of the Stanley Cup Finals here in the playoffs.